Yes.
She was schooled at the art of something.
Of seduction?
Seduction. And she something with my hand. Well, you can't always get what you
Welcome to
want.
this week's show on remembering Rolling Stone lyrics.
I usually just scat, as I go along with the Rolling Stone.
Shattered. Hey, everybody's Bob.
Thank you, Schmiegel. Hey, this is Miles.
Schmiegel. Okay. I don't know what that's all about.
Well, I'm just saying, so, you come off, it's a little
Oh,
Schmiegel.
a little Schmiegelish. Okay.
Schmiegelish.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Misha. Ah, my precious.
See?
Yeah.
Huh? Now who's laughing now? Yeah.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
If
yes,
uh,
yes.
if Schmiegel was doing the karaoke, Highlands in the stream. That is what precious,
My precious.
my precious.
Precious.
So I today was a title day for me.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
really?
Were you upskirting? What were you doing?
No. Title household, I would say.
Oh, okay.
So I woke up and had to go to the emergency room this morning.
Oh, here we go. Christ. All right.
Well, I woke up in the middle of the night and had to go to the emergency room.
Oh my
But
gosh.
so yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, who am I turning into here?
Whatever gets you through the night.
So
How did it go? What happened?
well, I want to tell. Well,
Well, we're all
so I
waiting.
on I guess it would be on Saturday night. I was having like a little wheezing, as you know. I have experienced asthma over my lifetime quite, a bit. And I had a little wheeziness, but I didn't think anything of it. And
Yes.
then by the time we got to Sunday night, I was like, it was
Yes.
not good. But
Yeah.
I was trying to persevere and make it to Monday. And
Monday, Monday.
it got to the point in the middle of the night, I took a bunch of shit, to help me out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wake up at like 2:30 in the morning, and basically I can't breathe. I can't get a breath.
Oh, Jesus.
And so I've my wife is like bugging me, the previous day, oh, should you go see somebody? I'm like, nah. And so it gets to be 2:30 this morning, and I literally have to be like my back straight in order to get any breath.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
I can't lay
Yeah.
down, or else I can't breathe. You know what I mean? I have to kind of be like
Yeah.
good posture, which is not my norm. And finally, she wakes up and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't lay down, but I've taken all this Benadryl and shit where I'm falling asleep, and I think I'm basically gonna suffocate or something."
Oh, no.
And so she's like, "Well, do you need to go?" And so we go to the ER,
Yeah.
the local ER. So small town kind of ER thing, and
Sure.
I get there and I'm having trouble breathing and basically having like an asthma attack. But at this point, I haven't had problems for over 10 years with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't have anything, I don't have any rescue inhalers. I don't have anything. And
Right.
uh, and it's like serious. I mean, I literally feel like I cannot breathe.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I've got this weird cough that I've got going on because of it. And the lady, you got to sit down and got to fill in paperwork. So, she's like, name, address.
Paperwork.
Yeah, I got to do the paperwork. And
Paperwork.
she's like, you got any illnesses? Like heart attack, stroke, diabetes, impotence, whatever. And I'm like, no,
Yes.
no,
Yes. Check. Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
Yeah,
I go,
yes.
I think I'm having some asthma problems, and I need to, something needs to happen here. It's not I'm not breathing. Okay, we'll get you back. So then the nurse takes me back. It's a guy nurse, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, you doing okay?" I'm like, "Well, I'm having trouble breathing." And he goes to you got any pre-existings like stroke or heart attack or diabetes? Or I'm like, no.
Oh, all right.
I just got this asthma thing going. And he's like, okay, we'll get you going. And so he kind of gets me situated, and I'll get the doctor, and we'll take a look at you. And doctor comes in. Hey, nice to see you, sir. I heard you're having some trouble breathing. Yeah, I'm having some trouble breathing. And they hooked me up to the EKG machine and everything. Well, we're just going to check your heart. And you got any trouble with your heart, or high blood pressure, or stroke, or diabetes?
Is he like treating you like some old man? Now, Mrs. Harper, you gonna be all right, Mrs. Harper?
I'm like, no. I swear to God, these people take bets in the middle of the night. They're like, oh, here comes a fat fuck. He's probably got these 4 things. And they all put like a 10 spot on it or something. Because every one of them asked me the exact same questions. Like,
how do you feel about hand puppets?
Because I can see if I were in the helping profession, I would stand in the back, kind of like some type of 80s teenage 80s movies where I'll be like, hey, this guy, he's gonna be a diabetic and have a heart attack.
Yeah, well, I mean, looking at you, I'd say yes.
See, but that's everybody I went through the line. Everybody asked me the same questions. I swear to God that each time their face got more and more plain with the fact that they lost the bet. Oh, got it wrong.
Have you had menopause yet?
Yeah. Are you?
Oh, you're a man. You're a man.
I'm a man.
Yeah,
you put the EKG in my moobs.
Oh,
and then they check my heart, and they're like, "Oh, it's fine. Your heart's fine." It's like it's shocking. They're being shocked by this. I go, "Yes, I'm having this asthma thing." Meanwhile, I still can't breathe.
And
I still can't breathe. So finally, they bring in this lady who's the respiratory therapist, and she basically hooks me up to the oxygen and gives me some albuterol in this mask, and I'm huffing it like Frank Booth from
Mommy
from Blue Velvet, and oh my God, I felt great. I went from being on death's door to feeling fantastic. I'm like, she's like, yeah, suck it all in.
Keep sucking, sir. Keep sucking.
So they all lost the bet. The receptionist and the nurse and the doctor all lost the bet on me because they're like, he's got to be like a heart guy or a diabetes guy or something. All lost the bet on me, and then the respiratory lady was the nice. She saves the day. I feel much better. They're like, well, and then I'm like telling the doctor. So what happened was, I don't know that this is entirely true what set it off, but there seems to be a coincidence. So, my wife's father passed away, and we're still dealing with some of that stuff. And I was sorting through his coin collection, trying to figure out what's what. But it like was all it was. I mean, my fingers were black from messing with all these coins because they're old, right? Like turn of the century kind of coins and 1800s coins.
Yeah.
And I think what happened was whatever was on there, if it was mold or if it was just like I don't know, dust, metal dust or something, got into my lungs and it aggravated them because literally after we did that, I started getting worse and worse and worse.
Oh no!
And I tell the doctor this. I'm like, I was handling these old coins, and I don't know if there was mold on there or something.
Right.
And he's like, oh no, you got COVID. I'm like, what? He's like, you got COVID. And I'm like, he goes, how do you feel? I go, fine, except I can't breathe. And I go, I can't. He's like, oh, it's got to be COVID. He's like, we'll get you a COVID test and we'll see what's happening here, and then we'll get you all fixed up. We'll probably get you, steroid, and then we'll get you this or that and the other thing. I'm like, what? And so then I had to go through the COVID test because they do that to everybody now.
Yeah.
But they swab my nose and everything, and and they put it in there, and then they all go away at that point. I've done my huffing. I feel fantastic. I'm waiting now for the, they watched my EKG. I was fine. My heart was great. Maybe not great, but fine. My blood pressure was coming down because I had my blood pressure was up because I was freaking out because of the fact that I couldn't get a deep breath.
And your diabetes.
No, I don't. I'm fine. And so they all lost the bet, and the doctor's telling me I'm going to have COVID, and we're waiting for the results, and then like everybody abandons me, and then the respiratory lady comes in again, and she's like, "Oh, I hear you're getting another round of albuterol." I go, "What? Huh?" She's like, "Huh?" I think she's all confused. I think they ordered another round of. I go, "No one's mentioned it to me." And she's like, "Oh, and it looks like your COVID test is negative." And I go, "What?" She's like, "Has anyone come to talk to you?" I go, "No." And so she gives me more albuterol. I huff that down, and it's like I'm, sucking on a life straw or something. I'm trying to get all this stuff into me because it makes me feel so much better.
He starts calling you Frank.
Yeah, and so then so basically everybody who lost the bet, and now the doctor bet on COVID and he lost that, they don't even show back up.
Say something, we're giving up on you.
This poor respiratory lady who's apparently not in on the big board for betting on the losers that come into the ER. She's all confused and trying to help me and everything, and then finally they let me go. I got to take some prednisone, which is my favorite thing to take, by the way.
Oh man!
And I got to take some more of that, but yeah, and then that's it. They don't know. Oh, I guess you had some asthma. I'm like, that's what I fucking said when I walked in the door.
You have nickel poisoning, sir.
I think it was. I think I had got nickel poisoning. You're right. I looked it up, and apparently nickel, if you are prone to it, which apparently I must be, if I inhaled it, which I did, it made me have an episode because I haven't had any problems with my asthma for, like I said, over a decade. I've been fine. Mm-hmm. And I handle these old coins, and boom, I'm in the hospital.
Shattered.
But I swear they were playing a game. I mean, they had to be, because everybody asked me the same damn question.
And I think I know who the biggest loser was.
Yeah, exactly. My wife, because she took me in there and hung out.
God damn it! I've been sitting down here for 4 hours, and this is all the shit
Well,
they came up with.
the upside about being in a smaller place is that the visit was only about 2.5, 3 hours. So
Oh, that's typical.
we got right in, and
That,
the worst part was that no one wanted to come tell me any results because they all lost the bet. I guess I don't know.
who's going to tell that fat woman in there it's not COVID?
That's right. It's not COVID. So then I had to I had to peel off all of the EKG business, and I thought I got it all, and then I get home and I'm taking a shower, and there's like I find 2 more of these things stuck to my body. I didn't even realize it.
Your pasties.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Well, those are on my boobies. Why?
No, they were on my leg. There was one on each leg, and I'm like, I don't even remember putting them there.
What the? Oh.
I got a chest X-ray. I'll tell you, I don't go to the hospital or anything. I try to stay away. But they took my X-ray right there in the room. This guy showed up with this like X-ray machine that looks like a droid from Star Wars and took my X-ray. And I never got to see it, unfortunately, but took a chest X-ray to make sure I wasn't like full of fluid or something. And it was fun. They had a lot of cool toys. And my blood pressure cuff turned on automatically all the time and took my blood pressure. And, it was, I didn't enjoy it, but it was more enjoyable than the last time I can remember ever being at an ER, which has been a long time ago. So
I think you need a finger in your ass.
Yeah, no kidding.
Aren't
Yeah,
you the
this
janitor?
guy was so serious about the COVID talk, and I'm like, I don't have a fever. I'm just wheezing and can't get a deep breath. That was I don't feel bad. I don't have any aches and pains. I don't have anything but the breathing. It's all in the breathing.
Right.
Hey, you're a smart guy there, Miles, because this nickel poisoning thing, the guy didn't even mention it.
Well, it makes, from what you told me, like, I'm like, well, I think, handling these old dirty coins might get you sick,
Yeah, and I handled like hundreds of them on the previous day. Yeah. Hundreds of coins, yeah. And, I was looking at them and I was leaning over them and,
they were probably stolen out of my dad's van.
There were no Krugerrands in this collection.
The Polish national treasure, remember that?
Yes. I can guarantee you no Krugerrands were in this thing, but there was lots of coins dating back to the turn of the century, and
sure,
yeah, and I was like,
wow.
I was like, my wife calls, she's like, we get home, I feel better, and I'm like, it's got to be mold or something, and she's like, okay, Dr. Google. And so I'm searching for stuff, but yes, I think at first I thought it was mold, but now I did some searches. I think you're right. I think it was nickel poisoning. I think it was it
makes sense. It's not beyond the realm of possibility.
A very allergic reaction to some nickel dust that got into my system. Yeah. But I have not. I have not felt that bad, like asthma-wise, probably for 35 years.
Wow.
So it was. I was like, this is terrible. I feel like I'm suffocating here.
Wow.
Yeah, but now after that lady gave me this, the dream pipe or whatever the hell that she hooked me to, I felt fantastic.
The verb pipe.
The verb pipe. She filled this little mask full of something and then hooked it up to the oxygen and blew it all in my face.
Was it salty?
No, it was not salty. It was quite pleasant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't want salty shit blowing in your face.
No, I don't. Yeah, that sounds a little bit like The Lighthouse to me, but
Yeah, yeah. Willem Dafoe and Robert, was it
Robert
Pattinson?
Pattinson. Yeah.
What was
So
that
anyway,
name?
I feel great now, but less than 24 hours ago, less than 12 hours ago, I felt like I was gonna keel over. It was bad
Oh my
news.
gosh. Oh jeez.
I could not get a breath. I literally was like going, you know. I sounded like your dad on a Saturday night after going to Toby Video.
Yeah, no fooling. Yeah, don't die. It's going to turn into the Miles and Smidge show if you die,
Oh
man.
no,
Don't.
yeah, you guys. I can already tell you that's not going to happen.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. So what's going on with you? I've
So I
had
was in the
near-death experience.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
What did you say? Sodomy.
What?
What did you say?
You didn't say sodomy. What the?
Cunnilingus.
What? No, I don't know. I can tell I'm getting old. You know, you're getting old, and I'm getting old. And,
Yeah, because people want to. Well, what do you got? You got a heart attack. You got. Anyway.
yeah, I got tsetse fly. That's what I think you got. Tsetse
Yeah.
fly. So, like, we're at the box store, last week, and I don't really shop with my wife as often as I probably should, and
I think it's probably in her best interest for you not to be shopping with her, but okay.
so I'm like, I'm gonna go, like, look at Hot Wheels, and you can go, get the shampoo or something.
Look at Hot Wheels. Yeah.
And no, actually, I actually had to go to the
Bathroom.
office supply.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, no, I was also, and it's like unloading night. Like there's more people working there than people actually, like, customers. There's like, restocking the shelf night. I don't know what night it was, and
Right.
I'm cruising around, and as I like to do, and
In your
there's, like,
windbreaker and your
my hands in my pocket,
your too
stuff.
small bear shirt.
Yes, showing a lot of belly, and there's like 4 workers. Like, I would say they're probably like, like my son's, your daughter's age, kind of
20 something.
unpack 20 somethings, and there's like 2 guys and 2 girls, and no big deal. And they're unloading some skid, like, right in the middle of the aisle, and no big deal.
When you go to these places at midnight? What the fuck?
I know it wasn't even that late. I don't know.
Okay.
It just
asking.
we hit the lucky lottery that it's unpacking night, and I wasn't even paying attention. They were having some conversation far away, which I was none of my business. I wasn't it, but twice in this conversation, and I'm a little disappointed too, because one of the women, it was like, MFer, da 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 da, MFer, da da da.
She related to you?
No, I'm like, what the hell is going? And I don't know what they were talking about, but twice within about a minute.
Yeah.
As clear as God is my witness, in front of God and everybody, MFer, MFer.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm going to go see the manager.
Oh my God.
That is inappropriate.
You of all people are gonna go see
know.
the manager for this? He'll be like,
No.
he'll probably laugh
no.
you about this.
That's where I caught myself. After,
good.
just after about 30 seconds, I go, you know what? You're an asshole. Why would you even think that?
Why
would you even rat someone out? Because you've cursed at work. I'm like, yeah.
Mostly under your breath.
And then, like the funny part was, like, so you're like, okay, I'm not gonna do it, right? I'm not gonna do it. And I go, I better go find my wife, right?
Yeah, she's still looking at shampoo.
She's looking at shampoo, and things, and which is fine. And who do I run into? But my son has a friend whose dad is kind of like lower management at the box store.
Oh, okay. So you met.
Hey, Dave, what's
Dave,
going on?
okay.
Oh, hey, Miles,
Dave's
And I'm
not
like,
here,
here's
man. Dave's not here.
Oh, I'm like, here's my chance. Like, that other voice came to me, like, here's
Oh
your
my
chance.
God.
Here's your chance. do it. I'm like, I want to tell you a story about something really bad. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I had the urge. I so had the urge to rat out these people. I'm like, no. I had to come to my senses. I was like,
Oh,
no,
you were
I'm
gonna?
not
You
gonna
didn't do it? I'm surprised.
I know it was like some kind of like test, like a challenge or a test or something. You know, I'm like, oh God, it's my duty though as a citizen to turn them in and punish them accordingly. Yes.
What do you care? What made you even think like
I know. I go because then I felt like, God, am I getting old now? Holy cow, this is like old.
Was
people.
there like a bunch of nuns there? You know.
I know, like what? How am I more holy than these people? You know, I mean, how am I better as a person than these other four people? Just working, you know.
I mean, I rape women constantly in public.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. I mean, really. I mean, you know, if it was
always like,
Olympic sport, I'd be up on the pedestal right now. To be honest with you, but
you look like frickin' Marty Feldman half the time in public. You got one eye going one way, the other guy going the other way.
No, I don't know. It was just like I had like this weird internal conflict, you know.
That's weird.
I know.
I never think like that. I'm always like, yeah, fuck the man.
Like you would totally ignore. I know you. I mean, you would not have even thought twice. You'd be like, hey, whatever.
No, I don't care. They can do whatever they want.
Why did I even think that? Why did I even think like I'm gonna crush their hopes and dreams tonight?
What are you like, Mr. Holier Than Thou? They're stocking shelves for Christ's sake.
I know. I felt like such an ass for even thinking it. I felt bad, and I just like met up with my wife. I go, let's just go.
You're lucky they don't all snap and stab everybody in the store.
I know. Like I'm gonna ruin their perfect, night.
They gotta deal with all these people.
Who? Maybe they were gonna play.
Where's cup of noodle? I gotta get a cup of noodle. You know where it is?
Maybe they were gonna play Jenga later. Or something like that. I would have ruined it. I would have got them fired.
Yeah, what is going on with you? Man.
I know. Why? Old age, just get away from me, Just leave me alone, life. I'm not the genius, the rebel, the whatever, man. I'm not that.
That's weird. That's a weird thing.
I know.
Let's see. I mean, well, I would never say anything, but I certainly, you ever see those videos where the people like act like they fall down and throw milk in the air? Have you ever seen that? They go get a gallon of milk at the store. They act like they slip and fall. They throw the milk way up in the air so it explodes everywhere on purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think I'd turn them in.
Yeah.
Although I would not want to be in the area whenever that happened, but
I don't like getting involved anyway, to be honest with you. I stay away from stuff where I have to get involved. I don't like it.
Like life.
Like life.
Work.
Yeah, I just I tend my own garden, you know what I'm saying? I don't really go out of my way to be like, hey, we're going to wrong this right.
I think that's what your kindergarten teacher put in your report card. Miles tends his own garden a little too heavily.
If you know what I mean.
You know what I mean. Is she saying our son plays with himself?
Well,
that's right, Velma. She said that. She said our boy's a peenie whacker.
And I quote, he has his own wing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I know. Why? St. Miles.
If only Miles could be like that yogi on TV that stretches his penis out with a stick.
Yeah, I'm St. Miles. I'm just going to wrong every right.
Wow, that's weird. That's weird. You need to, reverse that a little bit.
I know. I need to be more.
I could see if it was like a bunch of Girl Scouts walking around, little brownies or something, and everybody's going MF this and MF that. But if it's just you, who cares?
Well, shortly after that, I saw some guy like shopping by himself, and he had some shirt on that said something like, "Yeah, my balls were hot" or something. Or
That's called a mirror.
Yeah, no, it was not a mirror. No, I thought, that kind of seals the deal right there. That just kind of
Yeah.
evens out the whole playing field. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I apologize to those four people. I do.
Well, good for you, sir.
That was not even my thing.
Good for you.